Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. We got another video here. Today we are going to talk about making $1,500 on Shopify and how you can do it, how I've been doing it. We're just gonna get right into it. So basically, Shopify is an online store platform where you can build a website and sell stuff. I'm gonna correct this, Red Bull. Shopify is the online platform where you can, build a website to sell stuff, right? So a lot of the websites you visit are people selling stuff on Shopify. You don't know it from the outside because it just looks like a website or whatever, as opposed to like Amazon where you go, you're buying from Amazon. So anyways, here is how I kind of made my first 1,500 on Shopify with this new brand I'm building, and how you could probably do the same, because honestly, this is pretty like basic stuff. So a bit of background, like messed around with a lot of online businesses. I used to do drop shipping, which is like you sell on Shopify, but you are fulfilling from like China or some warehouse. So you just find like stuff on AliExpress to sell. If you're in the business niche, you know what this is. Like if not, then you might not. But basically I've messed around with this. Like you learn some of, how to build a website, how to like do some marketing, that kind of thing. It's not necessarily scammy because you are selling real things, but like, it's not like that. I don't really like it because it's sourcing from China. They're not great products typically, not always, but typically. And anyways, but yeah, flip stuff on eBay, all kinds of other stuff. If you scroll back to this channel, whatever, I've talked about that stuff. But a few years ago, I found this guy called Ryan Moran, who I'll drop a link for him. He talks about actually building a brand, and that's what this is going to be kind of about, because that's what I am building. It's a brand, and that's kind of what allowed me to get these initial sales without kind of spending a lot of money on ads or really trying to push, kind of push this in a way that was like super salesy. So let's get into it. I've got a few notes here, but basically, this guy's whole idea is that when you build a brand, you're serving a group of people. So that means that you are focused less on the product, you're focused more on the people. And if you speak to those people and if you create things that those people want, then they're gonna wanna buy them from you, basically. And so you don't have to be as much like, oh, look at this really cool product, or what product do people want? It's like, you're speaking to certain people. It's like, how can I give you something that you already want? And I'm already kind of talking to you. So that's what I decided to do. That's kind of the overview. Yeah, so the first step is to like pick a group of people. Who do you want to kind of serve, right? And so I was already in this sort of carnivore health space, trying to, self-improvement type stuff, sort of like right-leaning. I don't really like that terminology, but right-leaning, kind of skeptics on a health journey. So basically like the Joe Rogan crowd, essentially. So that's what I was starting with. I was like, hey, how do I serve these people? And then what do I actually sell them? So the first things first was like, I was like, hey, I'm into like this carnivore diet. Like I like this holistic health stuff. And at the time I was also starting to realize that in the same way that food has all the shit in it, that like cosmetics and things like that have all the crap in them as well. So I was like, I want to buy like normal, like tallow soap if I can. I want to have like products that are good. I was seeing some other people online do this. Like the Van Man company is a great example of that. And I really like his stuff. So I was like, okay, boom, there, I will do tallow-based cosmetics, and I will speak to the people who are already looking for these solutions. People who are kind of on a health journey, they're skeptical of big companies and what they put in their products, and they want like a different option. They want a clean option, because like, it's so crazy when you stop to think about it, but like there's so much just BS that we put on our skin all the time. And it's in our food as well, right? Like take this drink, for instance, there's like artificial sweeteners, which are not ideal. I still do drink them sometimes, but when it comes to like shampoo or things like that, like same thing, there's stuff in that messes with your hormones and even like testosterone levels, and like there's all kinds of data behind it, but I'm not really the science dude. I just know that there's people looking for these options. I was looking for these options. So, okay, how do we get to actually selling this? So I whip up a website. I know who I'm serving, so I write the content on the website towards those people. Like, are you skeptical? Are you looking for better options? Do you want products that like make your health better, not worse? Do you want to fight like the plant-based propaganda? Because like that's kind of like, it's like big pharma and plant-based propaganda. Those are the enemy. So when you're marketing, like it's helpful to have like kind of an enemy. So identify those as the enemy, and then I'm like, okay, I want to give you a better option that actually supports your values, support what you want with like skincare and cosmetics and that kind of thing. Okay, so then what do I sell them? Well, like I said, I was in this kind of carnivore space. I'm really big on animal-based products. Seeing tallow-based products, I really like that idea. So I start like, okay, let's just go super simple. Let's whip up like a tallow-based moisturizer with like whole food ingredients. So that's what I did. Started making it myself actually. which was kind of cool. It also helped me make more content. And then basically just started documenting this on an Instagram page. So I created a new Instagram page, The Tallow Truth. I built a simple landing page to get email subscribers, which basically says sign up here if you want to follow the journey, and you get they get on my email list. And then also just kind of talking a little bit about it on my own social media. But I had kind of zero big audience when I started this, and so that's maybe the relatable thing, is that like, if you want to do this, if you want to like build a brand and start like doing something that's meaningful to you and making money, like this is kind of how you do it, or this is one way to do it, and this is how I'm trying to do it, and sharing these pieces of the process, because I think this is like, there's tons of business advice, but like you don't hear like people in the trenches, and like I'm still in the trenches with this very much. Like it may fail, whatever, I don't think so, but anyways, create the Instagram page, create the email list, people start signing up, you know, mostly friends and family at first, and then some of these people in the carnivore community who, like, I have this small audience on YouTube, thank you. I've got a few people on Twitter and that kind of thing. So very small audience is my point. In about 3 months, and I didn't do even that much, like I built up 150 followers on Instagram, or 100 maybe. I think it was less than, I think it was just 100. And then about 50 people on the email list, very small, over about 3 months, which is honestly not that much to show for 3 months, but it is what it is. That's what I did. Made the product, got labels, launched it to that audience, shared it in a few Facebook groups, and sure enough, sales start trickling in. And those Shopify notifications are like, they're like cocaine. They feel great to get. It pops up on your phone. If you have the sound on, it makes a little cha-ching noise. I'll put it in there. But it's very satisfying. It's very exciting, and people start to buy your stuff. And it's like, okay, this actually works, you know? I'm testing like some paid ads and some other marketing strategies now, but in the beginning, you know, $1,500 in 3 weeks is not life-changing, but it is something. And it's not all profit as well. There's some cost to making the product and that sort of thing, but it's kind of like proof of concept. You're like, if I can just do more of what I'm doing, and I'm not doing that much, then why would this not grow? And if these products are good and people talk about them and share them with friends, then why would more people not buy them? And so it's just this very like organic sort of base for building this brand. And then I want to add on more products. I want to sell more things and grow the audience that way. But this is kind of the base. You can build a store, like you can make products at home, or you can source them. Maybe there's some product that you know that someone makes and it's really good, and they don't sell it online, and you're like, can I wholesale this from you and sell it? But you start talking to that group of people. Maybe you start a social media account or a YouTube channel, and then you start selling. Maybe you already have a channel that you could start selling. You already have an audience that you could start, you know, offering products to. Like I've got basically like nothing, like 100 email subscribers. We just hit 100 email subscribers, you know, and it doesn't take much to start seeing these orders start to add up. So hopefully that's helpful. If you want to check this out, I'm going to link the dude who I learned a lot from below, Ryan Moran, and I will link my website as well if you want to support the brand or even check out how I did it. And hopefully that was helpful. That's how to get your, you know, first $1,500 on Shopify. I did it in about 3 weeks, so it's about $500 a week. And hopefully next month we'll double that. Hopefully we'll hit about 2,000 for this month, and then we'll keep going. But I'll keep letting you guys know. I'll keep trying to give updates, and hopefully that's helpful. I believe that business is actually a big part of health. Having independent income, having a project that's meaningful to work on it's really life-changing. So many people are miserable in their jobs, and that's not the way to do it. So if this resonates with you, drop a comment about what you're working on, or what you know want to be working on, or if this excites you. It's a challenge. It's, you know, tough to be self-motivated and do things, but like it's a lot of fun, and the potential is huge, guys, because like it doesn't take very long for those numbers to start adding up. And this guy Ryan, who I mentioned, has a formula that's, you know, 100 sales a day at about $30 each is 3K a day, about 100K a month. It's $1 million a year. That's a pretty solid business. So start now, start small, and I'll talk to you guys soon.